Drivers intending to turn left at a junction must A. Accelerate quickly to clear the junction. B. Yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. C. Use the right-hand lane if no traffic is approaching. D. Honk to alert other drivers before turning. Answer B. According to the turning rule, drivers must yield to oncoming traffic and any pedestrians before turning left to ensure safety. The main purpose of road markings is to A. Divide the road into different speed zones. B. Provide continuous guidance to drivers even when other signs are obscured. C. Allow vehicles to park in designated areas. D. Increase road friction in wet conditions. Answer B. Road markings help clarify traffic rules and provide continuous guidance, especially when other signs are not visible due to traffic or weather conditions. On encountering a pedestrian waiting to cross at an uncontrolled crossing, the driver should A. Slow down and allow the pedestrian to cross. B. Speed up to clear the crossing quickly. C. Stop only if another vehicle has already stopped. D. Continue driving unless the pedestrian has stepped onto the road. Answer A. Drivers must slow down and stop if necessary when a pedestrian is waiting to cross at an uncontrolled crossing, ensuring the safety of road users. When approaching a roundabout, drivers must A. Enter without stopping if the way is clear. B. Give priority to vehicles already inside the roundabout. C. Stop completely and wait for a green light. D. Use the left indicator throughout their approach. Answer B. At roundabouts, approaching vehicles must give way to those already inside to prevent collisions. The left-hand rule at intersections applies when A. A stop sign is present. B. Traffic signals are operational. C. There are no traffic lights or road markings to indicate priority. D. The intersection is controlled by a police officer. Answer C. The left-hand rule requires vehicles to give way to traffic approaching from the left when no other priority indicators are present. The purpose of a yellow box junction is to A. Allow vehicles to park temporarily during heavy traffic. B. Mark a no overtaking area. C. Indicate a pedestrian-only zone. D. Prevent blocking the intersection and maintain traffic flow. Answer D. Yellow box junctions are designed to prevent vehicles from blocking intersections, especially during heavy traffic, ensuring smooth traffic flow. When driving in foggy conditions, the driver should A. Use high-beam headlights for better visibility. B. Use low-beam headlights and reduce speed. C. Turn off headlights to avoid glare. D. Maintain normal speed to avoid causing delays. Answer B. Low-beam headlights should be used in fog to improve visibility and reduce glare from the fog, while reducing speed enhances safety. A broken white line on the road indicates A. A lane where stopping is allowed. B. A separation of lanes moving in the same direction where lane changes are permitted. C. A no overtaking zone. D. A pedestrian-only area. Answer B. A broken white line separates lanes moving in the same direction and permits lane changes when it is safe. At a pedestrian crossing with flashing amber lights, the driver should A. Stop and wait for a green signal. B. Accelerate to clear the crossing quickly. C. Proceed cautiously if no pedestrians are on the crossing. D. Stop only if another vehicle has stopped. Answer C. At pedestrian crossings with flashing amber lights, drivers may proceed if there are no pedestrians on the crossing. The minimum distance a driver must maintain from the vehicle ahead on a dry road at 60 km per hour is A. 5 meters. B. 20 meters. C. 36 meters. D. 50 meters. Answer C. The minimum safe following distance on a dry road at 60 km per hour is 36 meters, which provides sufficient stopping time in case of an emergency. When entering a controlled access highway, the driver should A. Stop at the end of the ramp before merging. B. Match the speed of traffic on the highway before merging. C. Use hazard lights while merging. D. Slow down significantly before entering. Answer B. Drivers must match the speed of highway traffic before merging to ensure a smooth and safe entry. On a steep downgrade, drivers should A. Use high gears to maintain speed. B. Shift to a lower gear to control speed and reduce brake wear. C. Apply the brakes continuously to maintain control. D. Use cruise control to maintain constant speed. Answer B. Shifting to a lower gear helps control speed and reduces the reliance on brakes, preventing brake overheating on steep downgrades. If an emergency vehicle with flashing lights approaches from behind, the driver should A. Increase speed to clear the way. B. Stop immediately in the current lane. C. Move to the side of the road and stop. D. Continue driving at the same speed. Answer C. Drivers must move to the side of the road and stop to allow emergency vehicles to pass safely. When overtaking a cyclist, the driver must leave a minimum clearance of A. 0.5 meters. B. 1 meter. C. 1.5 meters. D. 2 meters. Answer B. Drivers must leave a minimum clearance of 1 meter when overtaking a cyclist to ensure their safety. A flashing yellow signal at an intersection means A. Stop completely and proceed when safe. B. Slow down, proceed with caution, and yield if necessary. C. Maintain speed if the way is clear. D. Turn only if no traffic is approaching. Answer B. A flashing yellow signal indicates that drivers should slow down, proceed with caution, and yield to other vehicles or pedestrians if necessary. On a wet road, drivers should A. Maintain normal speed to avoid delays. B. Use cruise control to ensure constant speed. C. Reduce speed and increase following distance. D. Brake sharply when necessary. Answer C. Reducing speed and increasing following distance on wet roads improves safety by providing more time to react. The use of high beam headlights is prohibited when A. Following another vehicle within 50 meters. B. Driving in rural areas. C. Driving on unlit roads. D. Passing another vehicle. Answer A. High beam headlights should not be used when following another vehicle within 50 meters to prevent dazzling the driver ahead. A driver is required to yield the right of way to pedestrians. A. At both marked and unmarked crosswalks. B. Only at marked crosswalks. C. Only when traffic signals are present. D. When pedestrians are crossing diagonally. Answer A. Drivers must yield the right of way to pedestrians at both marked and unmarked crosswalks to ensure their safety. If a driver misses their exit on a highway, they should A. Reverse carefully to reach the exit. B. Make a U-turn at the next emergency crossover. C. Continue to the next exit and take a legal turnaround. D. Stop immediately and wait for a break in traffic. Answer C. If a driver misses their exit, they must continue to the next exit and take a legal turnaround to return safely. When approaching a level crossing with a train approaching, the driver must stop at least A. 1 meter from the nearest rail. B. 5 meters from the nearest rail. C. 10 meters from the nearest rail. D. 15 meters from the nearest rail. Answer B. Drivers must stop at least 5 meters from the nearest rail when a train is approaching to ensure safety. Vehicles carrying hazardous materials must A. Stop at all level crossings regardless of signal status. B. Use the fast lane when overtaking. C. Park only in designated hazardous material zones. D. Use only highways and avoid city roads. Answer A. Vehicles carrying hazardous materials are required to stop at all level crossings to prevent accidents. When approaching a parked vehicle with its hazard lights on, the driver should A. Maintain speed unless the vehicle is moving. B. Slow down and be prepared to stop. C. Change lanes without reducing speed. D. Honk to alert the vehicle occupant. Answer B. Drivers should slow down and be prepared to stop when approaching a parked vehicle with hazard lights on, as it may indicate an emergency. On a multi-lane road, the rightmost lane is intended for A. Fast-moving traffic. B. Vehicles overtaking others. C. Slower-moving vehicles and vehicles preparing to turn. D. Emergency vehicles only. Answer C. The rightmost lane on multi-lane roads is intended for slower-moving vehicles and those preparing to turn, while faster traffic uses the left lanes. In case of brake failure, the driver should A. Shift to a higher gear and apply the handbrake. B. Shift to a lower gear and use the handbrake gradually. C. Turn off the engine immediately. D. Honk continuously to alert other drivers. Answer B. In case of brake failure, shifting to a lower gear and using the handbrake gradually helps reduce speed safely without causing skidding. Drivers must maintain a minimum lateral clearance of 1.5 meters when A. Passing another vehicle on the highway. B. Overtaking a pedestrian or cyclist on the road. C. Following a heavy vehicle. D. Driving through a construction zone. Answer B. Drivers must maintain a minimum lateral clearance of 1.5 meters when overtaking pedestrians or cyclists to ensure their safety. In a no overtaking zone, overtaking is allowed A. During daylight hours only. B. When there are no oncoming vehicles. C. If the vehicle ahead is moving very slowly. D. Under no circumstances. Answer D. Overtaking is strictly prohibited in no overtaking zones to ensure road safety. The purpose of a central refuge on a dual carriageway is to A. Allow pedestrians to cross safely in 2 stages. B. Provide a resting area for drivers. C. Serve as a parking area for emergency vehicles. D. Separate opposing traffic. Answer A. A central refuge allows pedestrians to cross safely in 2 stages by providing a safe waiting area in the middle of the road. When reversing out of a driveway onto a main road, the driver should A. Rely only on rear-view mirrors. B. Turn and look over their shoulder for a clear view. C. Reverse quickly to avoid obstructing traffic. D. Use high beams to improve visibility. Answer B. When reversing out of a driveway, drivers should turn and look over their shoulder to ensure a clear view of the road behind. The use of seat belts is mandatory for A. Only the driver. B. Both the driver and front passenger. C. All occupants of the vehicle. D. Passengers in the rear seat only. Answer C. The use of seat belts is mandatory for all occupants of the vehicle to ensure safety during a collision. A vehicle's stopping distance is affected by A. The age of the driver. B. The type of fuel used. C. The speed of the vehicle and road conditions. D. The time of day. Answer C. Stopping distance is influenced by the speed of the vehicle and road conditions, including weather and surface traction.